Hi, my name's Dose. My interests are the middle of nowhere and products of the stone and steel orchid. Hobbies, voyeurism, and no one stopped
Hi,
me. Excuse
my
my
name's
taste.
Roadkill.
My interests are writer's block and long walks of short tangents.
Hi,
Hobbies,
my name's
serendipity,
Deliverance.
and
My interests are
envelope
excuse
pushing
my
and
language.
experiments
And
and
no
no
one's
one's
Cincinnati.
chasing the scale
Excuse
and no
my
one's
view.
secure.
Hi,
My name's Adam. My interests are growing strong and the notion of one human race.
Hobbies, hurting myself, and no one's single. Excuse my ideals.
Oh, sacred envelope of exploration, glistening ordinary, brand new, a winged map or solid ground, and personality split, for it's been a ghastly reflection, unique and reminiscent of nightmares I can't escape, to disfigure a blurry glance of time and night aglow, the me I loathe, compose and turn off the face, the routers, goody friend who, so many playmates that had loved to hold my magnificent crumb and save it succulent from back injury, I've eroded the shared experience consistently. Cradles fall. I think of a number from one to lonesome. Fall everywhere, and not a single soul mate. The schooner go back and forth with ecstasy.
My name's in public. My interests are human behavior and women I pictionate. Hobbies devouring and no one's perfect. Excuse my slang.
Showed me how to spell welcome man with the WHOIA and MN. Take a stepping on purpose like a man whose shrinking head is still a big apple in pursuit of I won. And all these women make me sick. So my spoils are shiners over breath, the stormy gray ribbon thus. Therefore and then with a pinpoint poking my chest, I startle those and falsify confidence to change. Slowly but surely the lies I've told personify general sympathy and his platoon of stupid things to do. Imagine that.
Imagine that. This way, play the role of time and difference. Glad to be of service. Eyelid. This way, the role of time and difference. Glad to be of service. The lyricist. This way, play the role of time and difference. Glad to be of service. The contrast.
This way. Verse is my favorite color, limb to crawl on out, fitted for perversion enduring. I've managed to overdress for Dharma, the tour of our spiraling universe, and suffering the congested, clammy-handed menace. So who's the old shot, blood dripping man's face? I'm slated to criticize. Any suggestions? Mr. Red says, don't worry, finish that now porridge before it cools. And remember above all your dyslexic sound advice, but still I'm hung up on hang-ups and exhausted beyond the haven of endangered mystery man in the round strikes a pose and tries to return truth and bound world for life, reading into trivial and man's endless pursuit of absolute self, custom made to fit his simplified exception, accepted the war, the savior, the Saturday morning cartoons, this visual, all convinced an unconscious sense of perspective, the natural is in my blood, capture me and knock me up, and color coordinate love, no more, no desire, no bedtime, no venue, it's the pattern my cycles adhere to, these peaks and valleys I call home and stand for, it's hard, it's natural, it's only the beginning to fear death, embrace the courage to heal, the first one to heal is to wake and let artificial, the totem pole of roles and norms collapse upon itself until we all can, no one will, till we all no one will, those will request, feel these pieces of me as I would all of you, and until we meet, directions to my special place. From heaven, take your hand,
If I were a paper boy and had parents who fit this whole swamp, now under a cattail streetlights hum, I'd revolutionize open heart surgery. Zap, hum, bare hands and the perfect skipping stone anesthetic, breasts dressed up as nurses would
toad eyes peering through the murk, picking out the blood splatters incisions, bold like hatred and door opening, real congested lily pad traffic in my secret marsh, still throbbing in a row size order. Are there volumes? Can't tell where the mud turns deep, disgusting, and maybe when just before the last sternum a big bite from the smallest. I like so much that floating grass, teams, brown, greens, a nibble from my quirky favorite little boy's ticker and dragonflies.
Sure, I'll sell you your scalp back for every sum to draw with you ever owned. And nah, uncle, give me a black and lung and clavicle. Or I could wriggle my zero non-emphatical, strap you to a mountainside and hurl redwoods at your rotten hide under here. While boughs, birds, nest, and tree limbs fly, you simply drip down the rock face. Pureed head case closes, teensy-weensy crumbs of a hoe fall upon the forest plush green canopy. I forgive me like rain. Happy now? No brain, and wrongful treatment's what I'll preserve. The young poop barbarian takes it, and it's what he deserves. Under glass, fine grain crushed earth. Reckon I could make a mint, charging a healthy cup of a glimpse of your freakish clump of quadriplegic gusto. Something done swung low, but you're going home at the crucible. Check. Call it a meltdown. It's really just good, clean, smart. Soul and body get John Brown. Sing to me, no you stop. Just call it a meltdown. It's so good, clean, smart. Soul and body get John Sing Brown. For me, no, I insist you stop. As you were. Watch. Fall under the cantilevers. Thermometers burst. Thin air folds the crumple the stationary. Huh? And unsuspecting solid blocks of infused rock apparently pour with apologenic. And can I please go see the nurse right before my eyes? I don't feel so good. Whip a sniffle bounces off bell towers known for lastly gongs and charms. It was clockwork, solid hunchback. Pressure rings out to trail blood on those venomous all about you. Impregnable and hit the lights. You know I'm saying down turkey hunting season's open. So I hump we got the well, polishing its low gauge conversion ratio. Pausing now and again to practice you foul. Pause and set sights. Dinner's waiting. Get a move on. My time you won't not be extremely careful with that ink pen or bust stuffing. Bosses in smug, extending a metaphor as I hang this inexpensively framed license to practice taxidermy on the wall. You tear for real, no crocodile, no tough shell, no blades, less formaldehyde. To finish her up, some grooming here, a glass eye there, needle thread, voila, nothing's prolonged. You make the rec room, such formaldehyde. To finish her up, some grooming here, a glass eye there, needle thread, voila, nothing's prolonged. You make the rec room, suddenly upsetting the bearskin rug and dog, lusciously upholstered ottoman. Hardcore, far from treasure of the Troy. You better snuggle up in the passive voice. Oh, carry on and leave me no choice. Who's the vaporizer? Boy, you better snuggle up in the passive voice, or carry on and leave me no choice. Who's the vaporizer? Boy, you better snuggle up in the passive voice, or carry on and leave me no choice. Who's the vaporizer? It's the boy in me that binds a worldly guarded man's angst to change. Celebratory death of pink shit-eating grins on why you and mirrors think my face looks like. The visuals expecting this alone, despite and nothing dissimilar has prepared this most stable student expertly with number 2 pencils and 6 sense of humor proved and me a whopping 6 years upon in the sun. I see it all, you blink to be blinded and amused, cheering, clapping comes the millions of raw saw, never feeling enough. I could cry for you all, but empathy wraps smudges what's wrong. To lock, stock, and barrel surroundings with clothes, puff through on corners of blue, sleep my later on environmental processing unit, and you say cheese and inventory 3P's tunic, so I can bank their drift and fill a page to it. And golly, I'll leave them all second-hand versions high. The grand shortage with the no longer the torch and thimble, the prestigious. Oh, I may find you devoted. Half my shift, thick skin to brash, and show you size 600 and something shade. Swearing solemnly, you'll see no parts of unscathed. Do though consider this frame and more than the suspect identity, bro. Since it's really your last hippity hip hop and ho, but nope, and gets no water as I provide for your coat with twice the substance or conversely quadruple the texturizer. So I ask, who's the? Pray tell, who's the? am the wizard, the hush, awkward, hawk-eyed wizard, whose melancholy state of stepping shows him the hard place up close and conjures a lucid quandary, the dreamiest paranoia. Where's the rock? The rock. I want to fix the rock. Talk it into being my pal. Better yet, my indolent solid stood apprentice, but thanks, but no thanks, but there is no rock. Just me and my gloomy hand-carved hard place. No student, no new chew toy for my bootleg hug and kiss to tear into ribbons. Worst of all my fuss and careful obsession, frivolous. It gets painted over with lacking and stuff was definitely missing. Now, fruitless. I set meticulously sharpened traps for bugs with ferocious little mechanized insect crippling jaws and throw away my junior wizard cap and wand. These pupils will be dinner and hopefully cephalopods. Now I can smile at the cutout moon and pretend hardcore. It's conical and made of cardboard. In a while I scamper in its film about my quarters, collecting all the intricate sprung death bundles and free. The teeny weeny thingamajig dropping them in their bruised seeping abdomens in a jar. One by a cloud glass jar, sour miracles, it's elliptical, made of guts, resonance collected. I tiptoe through wild guesses and wide eyes, dipping my hairy knuckles and men's cuticles into the open jaw. Seconds later, a firm pinch invigorates the dying tense writhing wriggles. I would like to look down its throat, but it only snaps and hisses at my innocent cruelty. Bad, beastly, bad, so be it. It's rectangular and made of ash. I lean back into the dim bazaar of my workspace, my neat and straightened workspace. Two seem just too can't do as I suck its thick and curly stomachs from a throbbing and caving thorax. I just can't seem to study and talk in this poor reader's paradise and these uncomfortably queer sandals. A sign, though, appetite. I lean aside, leaning further, a yawn, leaning further back, crack the pointless pencil in my only pocket with no hole, snaps into and pokes my skinny legs. Kinda reminds me of lightning. I don't believe in Zeus, but I'm scared stiff of clowns. Look, I'm naked, a wizard, surely mad. I don't believe in Zeus, but I'm scared stiff of clowns. Look, I'm naked, a wizard, surely mad. I don't believe in Zeus, but I'm scared stiff of clowns. Look, I'm naked, a wizard, and nearly happy. It's circular and made of seeds. Pretty ugly, pretty pacing from desk to sill. I turn my mirrors off and on and on and then make believe the wolves are telling me it's midnight, except it's just the last few hours howling. Night. I know my desk hates me, so does a trap's jaws, nervous ticks and loudmouth pointless pencils. It's okay, alright, because I'm gonna write and marry all its cracks, chips and knots, get them really pregnant, then leave with its friend the chair and all my stationery. A breeze carry me. I feel like the other sun. The riddles blending with the stars, in with the crickets, tucked in the middle of somewhere, chirping madly. I'll be happier alone, naked, where no one can ever find the crickets. Revenge of the Fern. Flint to the stone, tool to the wheel, to the lever, to the inclined plane. Click OK. It's hurting your babies. Clack. Complete the circuit fused. Clack, 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 clack. Disease. Compliance, capital, complete, compliance, capital, circuit, fused, clack, 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 compliance, capital, disease, confused, complete, compliance, the capital circuit disease. Clack, 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 clack. Who is it? A simple question assumes the bounty and temptation of fate. Does this hurt? Screeches the chattering churn of Persephone's fate. Determining machine has its humongous simple scrapes at large, wowing chronological mommy's prize and pain fades with heavy heaving monstrosity, a streamlined sky stealing monstrosity. Charged nectars of steel flow till babies interlock till babies. Such harmony pointed code, touching harmony pointed code, touching harmony of mechanism. Clickety clacks, clack, 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 hurts, clickety clacks, click, 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 clack, mechanism beats, massaging the air and walls between it, shudder and split. Things are getting big and loud, drowning the painter out in afterglow. A pale travesty becomes us, a wish could be part of the years, made of parts, soaring through the clanging pattern of years, so precise and metal, a working construct in destiny, the foreseeable right now, pushing for tangible unhinged, pushing for fuel, vital to both our fuels mark a separation of water and sky. Energy is both fuel and separate existed until then it's maintained and updated, a brilliant portrayal of likeness in all the sure shock of good wiring and bad example, brisk blue gray example, sputters static, the orderly structure of so solid, choking and gasping with monotonous nauseating similarity. It depends, hammered artificial by efficiency, as esoteric and obsolete as the rickety behemoth that runs to keep ticking. Killer, conventional, kills half plans, hurts ourselves with rough drafts for a 90s orbit and powers refinement, a killer's refine. Killer, conventional, kills house plans, hurts ourselves with rough drafts for a 90s orbit and powers refinement, a killer's refine. Killer, wash your hand. The motorized lifestyle likes to bite and grind. Aren't we daring or dumb enough to plug in bread and water? Watch the young thing suck votes at you, snapping binary jaws. It hates our codes with technical difficulty. So what's Hunted used to flick the switch, and now the instruction manual's rusty and reads funny, outdated. Seems to have exchanged in function, shutting valves closer, fixing leaks closer, repairing closer still, creating robotic tears the tender tummy of human just. Pray it never mutilates the sensuous and perfect earth and vagina we dug the iron from. State of the art, more like desire of the kings, and they're smoldering less. Everything's a tooth when flesh is moist. Flower petal soft, so soft, all is lost in the swift, inactionable gutting of discovery. Swift, inactionable gutting. It's killing your baby. Of discovery. The things are getting smarter. We are getting closer. Are getting sharper. We're there. Will we do nothing and have it no other way? Science lives. Skylines crushing our chest. Someone stop the curbs from bleeding. Last monkey born out of captivity now died. An alarm does not go off, and the moment is not spared. Click, return is hit. Extinction.
Humble is the wordsmith with his one and only way to say nothing. How many experts can odyssey by a simple watering down mystery? So you'll raise a hand. There's no such place as dumb question in my neck of the anarchy, where migrant workers scurry about doing the done like they're supposed to. Refine a wasteland with expensive ties and the right to vote. So survivors roast and plump while fittest get AIDS or something equally as man-made, tragic, a role model for large bile and discharge, but we feed it to the kids instead. Just rinse it off and call it chicken. Memory mammary glands are so passe. Let's deck the halls with eye patches and umbilical cords. We're having guests, and they don't speak individual too well. If it isn't time for your refrain. Or some toned out catchy junk pitch, half the nasty. This beat poet's rip could conjure and throw to distribution. Ask me if I give a heart to the cause. Too many wave and let the poor thing drown. Slave in a beef king's tin crown. Brave eyes but deep fling deep down inside. Genres, perceptual game, perceptual game, perceptual genres, perceptual game, perceptual game, perceptual genres, perceptual game, perceptual game, perceptual genres, yeah, perceptual genres. Color me, seldom found, settling into else's least uncomfortable ego. My modest proposal from unmotivated mezzanine, and know like you act, or vice versa. We'll sort those sorrows into all the conjugal Tupperware you can shake a stick at. War with which way is up, ends an expendable life, force-fed, a bubbling cauldron of doubt. Yourself after escaping the dragon's lair, gallant knight, breathe less and feel more. Objective disrupts the every so often kitty corner, get yours, mine, and it's too frenzy. New shit, man, mind skills, let corners, pity often, slow envy interrupts the collective brew. Discord, I suspect your loose empty is our writer's block. Sublime ordeal and flood your village. A captive theology drowns in its sleep to wash up on dawning shores. The current's common folk receive no tides, but mind the lavish cast off starboard. Now fate begs your pardon and demands of your normality. Sacrifice, the giving of all gifts. Happy has its way with pioneers, and we are own with life itself. Genre, perceptual, yeah, perceptual, yeah, perceptual. Genres, perceptual, yeah, perceptual, yeah, perceptual. Genres, perceptual, yeah, perceptual, yeah, perceptual. Genres, yeah, perceptual. Genres. Who in their blemish-capable mind isn't tired, longing for something not the same. Hey, wired and diametrically opposed to that never-ending lane. Fire in the hull, blank breath and width, spatial relation to no comparison. A flashing red light means evacuate the self-destructing garrison in mid-flight, declaring some definite diverse is of all. First, complicated. First of all, complicated. By the power vested in me, you can take a seat. Number, height, whichever tickles your fancy. Special treatments, especially trying since getting over became a national pastime. Space, exit 97, there's a gargantuan void, big sign, lots of cars can't miss it, said the sickly civil servant in Mr. X's toll booth. He knows how to keep an idiot in suspense. Directions, less a destination. Who turned off the lights? I hear you say from Ment's base with a handful of fuses. Must all good Samaritans steal the answer key to be taken seriously, or should we lie upside down and backwards at pages foot being stepped on, grin and pollute the air with it? There's a lot more where that came from. Rags to riches in the span of opportunity. An American dream's got nothing on insomnia. Givers and takers, prosperity is on a meat hook. Luckily, I'm not that hungry, but a different one. But a different one. back. Regular's my first disclaimer. Seconds, what once was raps, always changing this frame of reckons. The next basis for improving, and that's about it. Unless stasis snatches moving a lot you crowded. Skin is boxed, chop, there's ideas to have, big you shock, a lot stops, lost you being alive to feel part of advancement, you real art, love ain't a chance in any fate's hell, they're not tempered the same, if you can't tell, preaching's not rocking, just throwing facts and figures out there, catch, on, get back, be bigger share, match, my mutually exclusive with your collectively exhaustive, truthfully stupid's more perspective, we're lost it in unison, new begun, unison, you've become work in process, I test this process, yes, show me your prehensile tales, not your style, homie, the mental well has no doubt, pressure gauge, favorite spot, physiologically says, anybody got exact change for camaraderie, you, could it be you, could it be you, could it be, no, then humble it is, every able axis grabbing or go fumble with bids, since prenatal practice I'll step ashore, leave the maps, money and chewing gum behind, peace, you'll be back, harmony, just that I'm kind of gross, enduring a lonely open flame, enjoys less and absence of fine company, there's always room for one more, where the ceilings drip well put, and walls crawl with forethought, have a seat on what looks to be, is it more wrong, it's not just a beckoning light, young blood's present, darkest future, but a culture, for a darkest future we bled culture. Human error, little white lies. Bigger human error, little white lies. Little white, that's bigger human error, little white. Bluntly, all pain and slab, nativity seems infested, ugly, guided by the horn so lovely, gets molested and molding hardship from tragedy, splendid way of Thanksgiving we perfected dastardly to watch our backs disgusting practically, spared no expense at all and rapidly, rusting out our roots and group potential forlorn, nothing surprises me anyhow, rude of us, shocks you people seem nice, just look at those smiles, look at those, and that's not the half what it does to those who thrive to its influence, nodding heads as hard as hearts can stand, pure prudence, lovers of lyrics and construction, know this wonderland makes running a mill more bearable, i.e. hype releases make weak, poor ones make laughs hysterical, music's my life man, some lame ass understatement of a force, no clever contraption of words could ever contract or conserve into some digestible scrap, indispensables wrap ties to you and I's rack minds of the observant, wash back to lace the air of cipher with that comparable most wonderful thing on earth, breeze of keen and opportunity, astonished full of all but daily tomfooleries, been proven clinically your best time to let's see, drain the palate gel, please face your gallic composure through my altered state, meant to why any senses powers feeble will handle ours, you do your evil angles, a long shot impossible and pisses off simple moms of drones, protecting their happy homes from back rows of church, truth hurts, come on now, slide me your seat in the Senate and see how tolerance works, aye, man, it's awful easy to condemn and never been attempted to take unity for demonstration purposes, so in the end my extra righteous tirade services, only the colossal unjust of our juxtaposition and glorifies how deep blank runs sicken, that's apropos, since we are what we overcome on a rock where fruits of labor are sown, although I do believe it's pronounced so.
Good morning, everyone. Please take your seats. I want to introduce to you a friend of mine, Doseone. He's going to share a song with us today. Now, what I want you to do is listen very carefully to him. If there are any words that you might hear that you don't understand, please write them down and we'll look up their definition later in our dictionaries. Now, unless there are any other questions, we may begin.
To further safeguard our still on the rocky road to respectable institution and better classify my mile in your shoes and general genuine concern for any and all personal junctures. I'll back off to school organic, what's coming to you restitution, upward sorta unconventional instruction, positively styling my contribution to the whole shebang. Ain't that something? A yielding, rearing by steady hand of craft campaign in these dreary days where flat out fast well feeds brains just plain awful. Soon ingestion will bypass the use of mental and entrails, fully automated, low maintenance RX5J. You losing modules, revolutionize, stupor inducing. So have some today while you're diffusing. Hey, why not run the realness of your locality into the ground until it impairs the very manner in which you physically process sound? Good to you, then bad behavior, acting and vibe will probably pose to be no thorn in your side. Winding road less taken around cul-de-sacs of total devastation. Let me place you under construction, or at least notify maintenance and round up a posse of yokels, yes men and nobility, dumb enough to find your no frill in thee. Scruples, DEPARTMENT, are most empty as gourds. See? And if you'd have only held the cup, if you'd have only held the cup while I poured. Who be our troublemaker? Find a long cut and swallow the bay leaf whole. Just wait till your father comes home with only your best interest in mind. I'm boycotting the whole rabble-rousing lunch line. Discipline, never spoil an appetite. Who be our troublemaker? Find a long cut and swallow the bay leaf whole. Just wait till your father comes home with only your best interest in mind. I'm boycotting the whole. What? Let me polish off the glasses I deplore and pause to reinvent the wheel with the quasi-piece I could not hold. No contemptuous souls, an interchangeable part in all seriousness in a theme park packed with debit and credit chrysalis is hawk. What plush burgundy marketing ploy upon yonder libido breaks? Embark upon your half of our story. Go on, utilize this head start and I'll meet you with the bookmark with an I'm always here for you son and one baker's dozen of your favorite kind of dough. Not progression period calls for some sort of reward. So what? Now you mumble with that which is mightier than sword raised in agony toward the heavens rummage for a lord and master board with a fabulous poetical achievement to show for it. No, grievance so drag even closer to your somnambulism and species sandbox. What I'm trying to say is that overgrown morose sprouts from the soil in which you play. Sandbox, crisp day, blue sky, gay laughter, green grass, warm breeze. Sandbox, are you transposing the imageries? What imagery sifts through pertinent? This sandbox into castles crumble a whim, a last wish. Imagine caving in reflexively. No, imagine your fear of falling without learning to walk. Smarts, but so does childbirth, right? If we're in agreement, might I make the glass slippers and carriage vanish? Press the swollen neck against the new material you'll manage. I promise to return undivided attentions without a scratch on them. I've inscribed a simple set of directions, though they're not for the reading, but immediate following. To and fro, one's opinion should never be swayed, but extrapolated. Being disengaged only counts in escape pods and hand grenades. Remember that next time you talk out of turn. Type sincerely the other one plus his 1,000 points of light. Who be our troublemaker? Find a long cut and swallow the bay leaf whole. Just wait till your father comes home with only your best interest in mind. I'm boycotting the whole rabble-rousing lunch line. Discipline never spoiled anyone's appetite. Who be our troublemaker? Find a long cut and swallow the bay leaf whole. Just wait till your father comes home with only your best interest in mind. Bookworm, open boy, gel, freshman's cap day hub. This is a little something for all the argyle, googly-eyed sock puppets and the cute couple of you scraggly colon stuffed style muppets. Come on in, you want some candy? Put it in the butt. I have some candy for you in the bite. Come on in. Enter the compound, Peter and Court's uncanny calm of my colloquial quiz and all. They've detected a defect in your emergency flotation device, so sing shop. Don't coerce me to play constable with your halo and hop on that rancid delicatessen reeking Nick Monocle of a freaking amusement park. Scammer, you survey for yourself. We pay to see dancing bears, scream the crowd wails. Stay skin deep from a rotten vegetable pelt. Ooh, how the speeding spoiled whole cabbage stings. You thinking it duck. Pate potluck appetizer, you're making the company sick. Beach sodomized merboy, best stop licking that shit which makes the envelope stick. or it's back to joy of padded cells for more fundamentals of stomach pumping. There'll be no eloquent plies and dropping from here on in public for you, dumpy. And get down off that third turnbuckle. You must be at least this tall to ride gels, telescoping kick drum, one knuckle sandwich with a side of plate and eye gouge coming up. Difficult having an only a Stone Age outboard pulley system. Sucks to be the wet spot for triple slipping on past your stop. My all too spunky, well-trained pet rock. Here's a fresh clay on and clean. Smart, go find a hand to trace and save some face while sparing your classmates. That saucy submarine fellatio stick, neglected stupor swashbuckler squish becomes the very fabric of your pup tent. Another wiry coattail hanger bent over backwards. Why not try soaring in unison with rare birds? It'll add some richness and body to your plumage, but that's just plain silly. Of course, we're not human. Nice, for you full of uncomfortable furniture mentality. Sensei says, rap sorry, there really is no Easter bunny. Look, we all heard it go off, but where's the et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Et cetera, 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 et. There really is no Easter bunny. Candy. Where's the cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et. Adhesive tape, a 12-year young smithereens, and one manila envelope full of dead butterflies. Still, sunlight chooses my window to peek through. Should I be a tenant today of half-decomposed a pine cone 1 season old, older and more windblown today? There will be no peeling my patience to understand loyalty. Instead, I'll refuse to shave and realize how much rain-slicked asphalt means to too busy falling in love with so many things in their fabric. Ideas, fabric, I guess and guess again, seemingly nothing truly new to think about. I foresee safety being a natural thing, and security as its psychological have and have not adaptation, along with all the other feathers I see on the ground and don't, untapped and unashamed. Uzet-EC, you are here to be half man, half woman, premature, kicking and screaming and learning to see the incredible day. Today.